This is why we love sneakers. This is one of those shoes that's the reason why we love Jordan 1s in the first place. This is like where it began. In this box right here is the single biggest steal that you can find right now in the sneaker market. What's up, everybody? My name is Sayer. If you love sneakers, if you love fashion, fitness, lifestyle, all that good stuff, you came to the right place. And today we are going to be unboxing maybe the single biggest bargain out there right now, and a sneaker that I feel like, man, a lot of people would have paid a lot of money for these not that long ago. But if you're a sneaker collector, if you're somebody that's looking to get into sneaker collecting, this is a shoe right here that you can get for at or around or even under retail, which is crazy. So we're gonna unbox it together today. I am very excited for this. I have not had a pickup for a long time because my family and I just came off the heels of no spend February, which was good for me and good for all of us. Not eating out, not buying too much stuff. That's one of my favorite things. It's one of my only hobbies, really, is buying stuff. So it was good to take a break. It was good to kind of starve those desires for a bit, but we're back in the game with what I believe to be the biggest steal out there right now. This is an all-time classic Jordan retro sneaker. This is a grail for a lot of people, even though that word probably gets thrown around a little bit too much these days. This is a sneaker that I think everybody at some point had some sort of attachment to. I am so excited for this. I absolutely love, obviously, Jordan retros. What a cool hit on the inside of the box here. The unboxing experience immediately better than normal. You get some cool paper here with the Air Jordan wings. Oh my gosh, just look how crispy. This right here, this is a Jordan retro. This is the Jordan 1 High Black Toe. If you are a fan of Michael Jordan, if you are a fan of sneakers, if you are a fan of the colors red and black, like, this sneaker is prime. This is one of the best Jordan silhouettes of all time, the Jordan 1. As I've mentioned before, this is one of my top 3 favorite Jordan models of all time. Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, and Jordan 4s are in that mix, I think, for a lot of people. You're getting my instant reaction to this sneaker, which I think is just fire. I mean, everything about this, when I found out that this sneaker was gonna be coming out late last year, I thought to myself, well, I've already got the Chicago Jordan 1s, so I can kind of maybe sit this release out. I don't necessarily need another black and red pair of Jordan 1s, but as a collector of sneakers, and as obviously a huge Michael Jordan fan growing up in the 90s, Chicago Bulls fan, sadly, still today, I feel like this is a sneaker that you've got to have in your collection. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go spend 180 bucks of your hard-earned cash without giving you an honest review of these. Now, what are the things that people really dislike about this shoe? Why is it sitting, and why are other Jordan retros kind of flying off the shelves right now? Well, one of the biggest reasons is this Air Jordan hit right here. And people don't like that because they prefer the Wings logo right there. To me, I feel like that's splitting hairs over just a really great sneaker. And as you can see from what Michael, you can't really see it all that well, but I'll pull up maybe the actual image here. But the shoes that Michael was wearing here say Air Jordan on it. That's why they gave it that treatment, and why they're kind of really just throwing it back. And I love that. I actually really like that detail. I might be one of the few people who actually really likes the detail that's different there, that's saying Air Jordan. And that doesn't bother me at all. In terms of the quality, you got to give a little toe press. Obviously, you want to give a check to the heel, and this one is going to be good, folks. This is a good sneaker. This is going to be something that I feel like, look, when it comes to Jordan retros, the black and red always works. It always works. I mean, with what I'm wearing right now, look, I could throw this sneaker on, it's gonna work. This sneaker actually released last month and it's still sitting around. I'll try to find some sites and things where you can maybe go buy it right now. I know that I got mine from JD Sports. And so you can literally go on JD Sports and buy this sneaker for retail price. And I'm guessing if they continue to sit for much longer, you'll be able to get them for a discount. You can go on the resale markets right now. I'll pull up what GOAT has them for and show you there. But look, this is a shoe that for the price, and considering if you're already a big sneaker collector, or even if you're not a big sneaker collector, if you're trying to get in the game, this is an entry point 101. This is a classic Jordan retro model, something that Michael wore himself, one of the first models and colorways that he wore himself. And it's one of those that it's gonna get better with time. And I feel like people are really sleeping on this one. It's not one of those that they only made 10,000 pairs. It's not a Travis Scott collaboration. It's not a, Off-White collaboration. It's not a Nigel Sylvester collaboration, but what this is a absolute classic. Like, this is why we love sneakers. This is one of those shoes that's the reason why we love Jordan 1s in the first place. This is like where it began. And so I'm gonna throw some red laces on this. I'm gonna give you kind of another quick look at these, but to me, this is one of the all-time great shoes that you absolutely need to have in your collection if you're a big Jordan 1 fan. There's a certain level of catharsis for sneaker collectors when you look down at the toe and you see any version of the Chicago colorways on a Jordan retro, whether it's Jordan 1s through whatever number it is, but especially the early retros, when it's just a certain level of nostalgia mixed with satisfaction, mixed with this, I'm reminded of why I love sneakers in the first place, right? I'm reminded, it takes you back. It's like in Ratatouille when Ego eats the ratatouille at the end of the film, and all of a sudden, it screams back to his childhood and things like that. Like, these types of sneakers invoke that same sort of feeling in sneaker collectors. When you look at a sneaker like this and you see, man, it's exactly the shoe that Michael Jordan wore. It's exactly the shoe that started it all, that started this whole craziness that we're in today. I feel like this is one of those shoes that, man, anybody can get on board with this kind of a sneaker. And yes, you see I'm rocking with the red laces. I absolutely love how that pops on this sneaker. What I would say about this particular sneaker is that it's a love of the game kind of a sneaker, right? It's not a Travis Scott that's gonna resell for a bunch of money. And in fact, I think a lot of people were wrong in assuming that this shoe would resell for a lot of money, but it doesn't have to, right? This is a shoe that, again, it brings you back to the love of the game. It's why you love sneakers in the first place. And so the fact that it's available for retail or below right now, I feel like this is the biggest steal on the sneaker market right now. So as always, I would encourage you to spend wisely, to make sure that you are being measured in your purchases and things like that. But if you've got the budget for it and you're really looking like, man, I don't know, do I really want this? I have, maybe a similar colorway or what have you. This is a sneaker that I think everybody definitely wants to have in the collection. I mean, come on, it doesn't get more OG than this, does it? It doesn't get more back to the basics than this. This is the sneaker that started it all, other than, well, the Nike Airship, but that's another video for another day. But thanks so much for tuning in to today's video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. We've got another unboxing coming up very soon here on the channel that I think you're gonna really enjoy. I'll give you my thoughts on another classic Jordan retro that I'm getting in my collection, a very exciting purchase. And I'm excited to start rocking this. I'm gonna put this straight to toe. This is gonna be in the rotation. It's gonna be one of those that's, hey, by the door. And if you wanna see some more sneakers that I'm gonna have sitting by the door, you can check out the video that I did on some of my other favorite Jordan retros and other shoes that I'm gonna be keeping by the door and wearing a lot here as we get into the month of March. But appreciate you so much for tuning in today. Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate you all. Tune in for the next one. We'll see you soon.